This is the reason why I'm having two videos in 1 week, just to wrap up the red flags. Anyway, last week we talked about
Last video, no last week.
hello again and welcome to Life Lessons with Mrs. O. Today we're just going to continue and wrap up what we did the last video on red flags. I'm sure you all enjoyed the video, and please don't forget to put your comments there. If you like it, please let me know you like it. Please share with your contacts, share with those who you think would need it. It's important. So remember in the last video we talked about what red flags are, and I said red flags are warnings that we should not ignore in any relationship. There are things that you would not ignore. They are key, they are important to you. Let's not ignore them or say it doesn't matter, because it does matter. It will come back again in the future. So it's important that when you have a red flag, please don't turn a blind eye. Investigate and, if possible, resolve. So we're just going to continue again with what we call red flags. And I will start with respect. I think I said that last week, in the last video. I want to reiterate it again. When somebody does not hear you, there's a difference between hearing and listening. When they don't hear you, when they don't respect your opinion, they don't respect your feelings, they don't respect your ideas, these are red flags. When your spouse, not your spouse now, your partner always dismisses you, they put you down, they make you feel stupid, they make you feel unsure, they make you feel insecure. Please, these are red flags. Do not ignore them. Don't ignore them, because if you progress with this kind of feeling, with this kind of attitude into marriage, it is going to get worse. It's going to get worse. Emotional abuse is going to come up, verbal abuse is going to come up, and maybe even physical abuse will come up. So these are red flags that are very important, that should even become a deal breaker. I talked about the deal breaker video a few weeks ago. You need to go to listen to that. I repeat myself again. If you are in a relationship where your partner does not hear you, does not respect your feelings, does not respect your opinion, your ideas, always dismissing them, makes you feel stupid. You're not stupid, brother. You're not stupid, sister. If you're in a relationship that person makes you feel stupid, makes you feel insecure, makes you feel unsure, I take this from being a red flag to be a deal breaker. Don't ignore it. Okay. I also want to say, when he or she puts a lot of pressure on you to do what you don't want to do. Now, what can it be? It may be for the lady wanting you to spend more money than you want, than you have. It may be for the guy wanting you to have sex with you when you don't want to have sex. When somebody puts too much pressure on you and you are saying no, you are saying I don't want it, I don't want to do it, it goes back to the first point I just gave to you. It means he does not have respect for what you are thinking, what you are feeling. It's a deal breaker. Also, when he or she does not respect your boundaries, it's a deal breaker. Now, this is very, very important. You are in this relationship with somebody and you know something is off. You can't place your finger on it. There's an uneasiness in your spirit, man. It is a deal breaker. Don't ignore it. Don't ignore it. Investigate it. You may investigate it through questioning. You may want to watch, keep your eyes down and watch a little bit more. You can pray and ask God for direction. But don't ignore that feeling. That feeling most times is God speaking to you. Don't ignore it. Please don't. It is a red flag. When your friends or your family don't like him or her, I know there was a time we answered that question. Now we're talking about red flags. When your friend or friends and your family don't like him, it may not be because it has anything to do with him or her, but because they know you better and they know that knowing your personality, knowing who you are, it may be a mistake continuing that relationship. Now, I'm not saying that your friends don't like her or like him because he does not have money or she's not beautiful. You understand? I'm not talking about those superficial things. I'm talking about real things. They don't like him or her because of their character. His or her character, the way they talk, the way they conduct themselves. Please pay attention. Now, when you don't like his friends or her friends, it's also a red flag. Now, in that case, it's best for you to explore further. Why? And then you have to make that decision of whether what he or she has said is valid or not. It is a red flag. Don't sweep it under the carpet. When you are dating somebody who does not invest in the relationship, you are the one that will do the phone calls, you are the one that will do the visiting, you are the one that is compromising, you are the one that is doing everything. It's a red flag. It is a red flag when it is like it's a one-sided relationship. The guy or the girl is not interested. You are the one that is pursuing them, you are the one that is running after them, and they keep giving excuses. Why did you not call me? Why did you not return my call? And it's excuses. It's a red flag. It is a red flag. Don't ignore it. Don't ignore it. It is a red flag. Wrong. Because if a relationship that is one-sided is a relationship that is not going anywhere. So don't waste your time. Please. Now, if you have had a discussion with them and it's not because it was deliberate, they just did not know, they were busy with work, they were distracted, there was something that was happening that was right, it's different from the one that you've been in this relationship for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 months, and the person is not there. If you don't call the person is not calling you. If you decide, okay, for the next 10 days, I'm not going to call her, I'm not going to call him, and the person does not call you, it's a red flag. Don't ignore it. Investigate. When you have no common interest, now this is different. Two people that are in a relationship, they have different interests. Because before you met the guy or you met the girl, the lady, they had their own different interests. Now you are in a relationship. You should have common interests now. You should. Now when you don't have common interests, it's a red flag. It is a red flag. Don't ignore it. Don't say, it's okay, especially we ladies. It's okay now. It's okay because I have my own friends. He has his own friends. And then, yes, he has his friends. Yes, you have your friends. But I'm talking about common interests. If you don't have any common interest, it's a red flag. Now, when somebody is ungrateful, it does not matter what you do for the person. The person cannot appreciate what you have done. It is a red flag. You are in a relationship that even if you give a 500 naira card, the person should appreciate it and say, oh wow, thank you. If you give somebody 500 naira card that he or she is not expecting, that they cannot tell you thank you. When you give 5,000, when you give 10,000, when you give 20,000. So I'm saying this to tell you that it's not about how much you spent. If you are in a relationship and the person loves you, it does not matter. Even if you bring a TomTom, 5 naira, the thoughts behind is what accounts. If the person cannot say, oh, thank you, it's a red flag. When somebody is ungrateful, it's a red flag. When somebody is feeling entitled, he or she feels entitled, it is a red flag. You give her, yes now. You're supposed to give it to me now. Yes now. You're supposed to do this for me now. Yes now. You should. Entitlement mentality is a red flag. Don't ignore it. Don't brush it aside. Don't put it aside. Investigate. Put your eyes down. Sister, put your eyes down. Watch. Bros, put your eyes down and watch. It is a red flag when you are in a relationship and the other party feels that they're entitled. They're entitled to your love, they're entitled to your care, they're entitled to everything, and they're not giving anything back in return. It is a red flag. When somebody is unnecessarily jealous because you're in a relationship with the girl or you're in a relationship with the boy, pardon me, young man or young woman, your friends that you've known that are the opposite sex long before they came into the picture, you cannot have a relationship with them anymore. You cannot talk to them anymore. It's a red flag. It is a red flag. Please don't ignore it. It is not love, it's controlling. And for us ladies, we say, oh, he loves me. That's why he's jealous. I say unnecessarily jealous. Because what that means is he or she would now begin to control who you see, who you talk to. They will control your time. If you say you are going home and you are supposed to get there by 10 o'clock, you got there 10:01, there's going to be problems. Unnecessary jealousy is a red flag. Watch out for inferiority complex. When somebody is unnecessarily jealous, please look underneath. There may be inferiority complex. It's a red flag. I know I said this before and I'm mentioning it again. When somebody will not compromise, there's no compromise in that relationship. Whether it's on the lady's side, whether it's on the guy's side. When you cannot compromise, there's an argument, for example, and none of you will shift ground. It's a red flag. It is a red flag. When nobody will shift ground. It is my way. You stand on this side, this is how I want it. She stands on this side, this is how I want it. And nobody is shifting. That relationship is not healthy. It's a red flag. I'm not saying that's the only thing that will cause a relationship to be unhealthy. Don't get me wrong, but it's a red flag when somebody is not compromising. Now, ladies, listen. Young men, listen. When they are not single, what do I mean by that? They are not married. They were in a relationship, maybe they were married, and they are separated. The fact that they are separated does not mean that the lady is single or the man is single. When struggling with addiction, anybody that is struggling with any kind of addiction is not ready for a relationship. His main relationship is his addiction. It's a red flag. When he wants sex, she wants sex, and you don't want it, and the person is not respecting your decision, wants to push you, it's a red flag. Sex before marriage is dangerous. It is dangerous. And it's a sin against your body, and it's a sin against God. It's a red flag. Sex should not be the only thing, should not be the primary thing in a relationship. It's a red flag if that is what it is. And there's so many other things that I want to say, but I feel my time is rounding off. And I want to say thank you for watching this video. I may have not covered all the red flags, so if you have any red flags whatsoever, please put them in the comment box so that we know what the red flags. These red flags are what growing up as a young lady, these are some of the things that were red flags for me before I finally got married. And that's what I'm sharing with you. So I want to say thank you for listening. The month of May had to just do with premarital relationships, and that's what it's all about. And you're going to be seeing a second video because this is the end of May. Hopefully, by God's grace, when we go in June, there's going to be something completely different. So I want to say thank you for listening. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your dislikes. I got some dislikes too. Thank you so much. I'm not offended. Please tell us what we are doing right. Please tell us what we are doing wrong. Tell us how we can improve. I'm open. A lot of people have been coming back to me, telling me things how to improve. And I'm sure you have seen that there's been improvement from the first video. So I want to appreciate you all. You are my motivation. You are the one that have been motivating me even to come out every week to bring up something. Until I see you in June, stay blessed and keep the comments coming. Subscribe, share with those who you think will need it. Let me have your comments. Let me have your likes. Let me hear your views. I am open. Until I see you next time, stay blessed. Ciao.